Ben Johnson is a former Jamaican-Canadian sprinter who is well known for his accomplishments in the 100-meter race during the 1980s. Born in Falmouth, Jamaica on December 30th, 1961, he immigrated to Canada in 1976. A career highlight was winning gold and setting a world record in the 100-meter final at the 1988 Seoul Olympics. However, he tested positive for a banned steroid after the event, resulting in the loss of his medal and a 2-year ban. He later admitted to steroid use. He received the Lou Marsh Trophy and was named Canadian Press Male Athlete of the Year in 1986. He was also named Associated Press Athlete of the Year in 1987.
In this video, I'm going to talk about celebrity culture and the time that I met the superstar sprinter from the 80s, Canadian Ben Johnson. So back in the 80s, when you had your fastest sprinters in the 100-meter dash were Carl Lewis and Ben Johnson. This was a spectacular time during the track and field era. So back then, either you were following or you liked or imitated Carl Lewis, or Ben Johnson was your guy. Ben Johnson was more of a power runner. Looks like he was a little bit on the shorter side. He may have been 5'11". Well, I did meet him, so I know. He may have been about 5'11", but he had strong legs, powerful legs. You can see it when he took off and when he finished. He finished strong as well, and he had great acceleration all the way through the 100 meters. Carl Lewis looked more of a glider type guy that glides. He did not look like he ran with power, but I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, when I was at the convention center. I used to have a job at the convention center in downtown Phoenix, and a company by the name of Isagenix was there. I also got to spend some time with J.J. Burton from the Kansas City Chiefs fame. But Ben Johnson, during that event, was not well known amongst the crowd because some of the people were younger, and the 80s is a long time ago now. You're looking at, 30 years easy, if not, if not almost 40 years ago when he was at his peak. So lots of people did not recognize who Ben Johnson was. I did, because I had followed him in the 80s in the Olympics. Ben Johnson was also suspended for PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs. Lots of athletes are able to fly under the radar with the right doctors and the nutritionists, that'll take them to another level, because all professional athletes have something that got them there, But when you're dealing with professional versus professional, it's razor thin the margin that separates a good player from a great player, and vice versa. So yes, Ben Johnson did get popped for PEDs. So the story is, I saw a handful of guys, no more than 3-4 guys walking around, and this guy in the middle, dark-skinned guy, and I looked at him. I said, "Oh wow, that's Ben Johnson over there." I was like, "Wow, that's cool." I kept kicking, and so this event happened for about 3 days, and the next time I saw him, he was by himself, and he just popped up almost out of nowhere. I knew who he was. So what I did for Ben Johnson is I walked with Ben Johnson to his seat in the auditorium, and I took him around, showed him where the restrooms were. I was kind of like, wasn't his bodyguard, but I was showing him around as almost like a host, like, And I did it because I knew it made him feel good. But my interpretation of the whole celebrities situation is, if you've ever been around people that get lots of attention, you'll understand how it works. So there, you have people that get lots of attention. There's always someone clamoring and trying to get to them and talk to them. With so many people trying to reach you and get your attention, it's hard to understand or to know who has good intentions and who doesn't. Because some people don't have good intentions and some people just rude and bad people. But the majority of people are pretty good. They just want to see their favorite entertainer. And some entertainers, they get jaded to it. They forget how it was when they grew up as kids. When their working class parents had to go to work and they were just living a normal life. They forget that. It's easier to get jaded over time, right? But the entertainers, they still need that money or else they wouldn't be there.